Welcome to MC Championship's newest game to join the roster, Meltdown. Meltdown is a ruthless, teamwork-based PvP elimination game set in a dark and dingy laboratory and played across 3 rounds. At the start of the game, teams are all released into the same gigantic grid-like lab from their own individual entrances. The goal of the game is to amass as many coins as possible and to remain as the last team standing. Coins are gained by eliminating enemy players and by collecting coin crates, which will be found scattered throughout the labs. To collect them, you must mine each crate with your telepickaxe. Only one person on your team can be wielding the telepickaxe at a time, and to call it to you, simply right-click with it in your hand, which will give it a small cooldown period before someone else can call it to them. Towards the center of the laboratory, there are highly lucrative rooms with a large supply of coin crates worth fighting over. These coin crates will be protected by a barrier to begin with, but unlock after a small period of time, allowing for collection. To find these rooms, all players have a map in their inventories which will guide their way towards the center. The coin crate rooms are the 4 points surrounding the plus-shaped center of the lab. As the game progresses, the rooms towards the center of the laboratory will open up, eventually allowing players to reach the central room where one final coin crate supply is waiting to be broken into. So, what do the bows do? And how does combat in Meltdown work? Well, each player is armed with a highly dangerous bow, tricked up with frost technology. One shot with these bows will put enemies into a freeze state, where they are completely unable to move or do anything. Freezing an enemy like this will gain you coins. However, once in deep freeze, as long as at least one player on your team is alive, you can be saved from it with the use of a heater. Each player on your team is armed with their own heater, and placing it down will slowly heat and unfreeze your teammates in a 4-block radius. Heaters are colored by team and will only heat your own teammates. However, you can break them. You can't shoot them, but you can destroy an enemy team's heater by punching it, preventing them from unfreezing their team. For if an enemy player unfreezes, you will lose the coins you gained from freezing them in the first place. Thus, the best way to secure your elimination coins is to freeze them all. Every last one of them. Now, let's talk about the real Meltdown. Well, turns out you're all doomed from the start. Something about a nuclear reactor causing these labs to be very unstable. As the game goes on, the laboratory around you will slowly melt away before it all perishes. Rooms will eventually trigger into a meltdown state, giving you a very harsh warning that the room you're in is about to disintegrate. If you're ever caught in one of these rooms, perhaps mining coin crates or trying to save your team during a fight, you still have a bit of time to finish what you were doing and to get out. But the longer you stay in a meltdown room, the riskier it becomes, as you'll be in a very real danger of losing your exit path, or even getting locked in as the doors come to a close. To help you knowing where you can still traverse, the map each player has will show the meltdown state of each room. In brief, the darker the color is, the closer to full meltdown that room is in. The plus-shaped area in the center of the labs is, as mentioned, the area that unlocks towards the end of each round. Now, for some extra tips and tricks. 1. Each room has large orange beams sprawling across the walls. These beams mark out the doors of the room, a quick way to figure out your entrances and exits. 2. Sometimes it's best to just run. If your team is being bested in a fight or the odds are too risky, you might want to retreat and then come back later to save any teammates that were frozen. 3. Placement of your heaters matter. If you can position them in a way that the enemy teams can't see them, it's then less likely they'll come running in to destroy it. Alright, that's it. Good luck, and don't let the stress get to you. You know, you don't want to melt down. Marketing paid me to say that.